Hello and welcome to Thought for the Day. Our readings today are 2 Kings chapter 7, Lamentations chapter 3 and 1 Corinthians chapter 16. And our thought is, bear the yoke in our youth. The Lamentations of Jeremiah is not a book we enjoy reading. But do we read only those things that give a positive message and we find encouraging? Actually, there are some gems hidden among this prophet's word of despair and distress. The first two chapters are about how God's anger with Jerusalem finally overflows into action. His mercy toward the people of his holy city finally comes to an end, and his judgments are poured out. Is our world today going to be a parallel to this? His word is available in all languages, and yet is largely ignored or scoffed at. The emphasis in just about everything the churches say is that we serve a God of love, that this is the total focus of God's character. There is little or no thought that his anger could be poured out today on an increasingly godless world. But twice it happened to God's holy city, Jerusalem, and they were terrifying times. In today's chapter 3, Jeremiah suddenly expresses his own feelings, his own experience of overwhelming personal despair. Though I call and cry for help, he shuts out my prayer, verse 8. And that reminds us of the final words of Jesus on the cross. My God, why have you forsaken me? Yet in his lamentations, as with David's psalms, what begins with despairing thoughts gets replaced by more positive ones. See how Jeremiah lifts his mind to a higher plane. But this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Verse 21. Then comes the words that have been made much into a loved hymn about the mercies of God. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Verse 23. And next he writes, the Lord is good to those who wait for him, who seek him. Verse 25. Will the Lord have reason to be good to you? In conclusion, let's take special note of verse 27. It is good for us to bear the yoke in our youth, he says. Bearing the yoke? If when we are young our lives are easy, there are no problems, no challenges, nothing to make us anxious. It will be hard to develop a good character, and worse still, we may have little inclination towards being yoked to Jesus Christ and to carry his cross. Meditate on John chapter 15, verses 18 to 19. It may be the lot of those who are truly yoked to Christ to follow in the footsteps of Jeremiah to some degree. There is hope, nevertheless, for all who seek God in truth through his word. May that word guide your steps this day. God bless.
Thank you for joining us for another Thought for the Day. Join us again as we open the pages of the Bible together, remembering that God's Word is a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.